Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are fine and staying safe and happy. I am your science teacher, Miss Farheen, and I welcome you all to your science class. My dear students, as you know that we are on chapter number 2, microorganisms, and today I will deliver its last lecture, which is the review. So, my dear students, let's quickly recap what we did in the previous lecture. For that, listen to the questions very carefully and then answer them. What are microorganisms? आप microorganisms किसे कहते हैं? Microorganisms are very small living things which can only be seen under a microscope. You cannot see them with the naked eye. So what are benefits of microorganisms? Very good. They are good decomposers. They are used in many food products. They are used in vaccinations. So there are different benefits of microorganisms. Okay, my dear students, so on the first page of chapter number 2, all the student learning outcomes are given, which alhamdulillah by so far we have finished them. So my dear students, today I will give you a review of this chapter. We will revise all the important points and concepts, and then I will provide you with an assessment sheet. So my dear students, in the first lecture we discussed that you were able to define and describe microorganisms. First lecture में हमने microorganisms के बारे में पढ़ा था. अब you were able to define and describe that what are microorganisms. So quickly tell me, describe the characteristics of microorganisms. They are very small living organisms. They can be seen only under a microscope. They range from unicellular to multicellular. इसके अलावा they are everywhere around us. So my dear students, in the next lecture you were able to identify the main groups of microorganisms and give examples for each. So my dear students, next lecture में हमने microorganisms जो है उसके बारे में पढ़ा था कि कितने groups होते हैं. There are 3 groups of microorganisms: virus, bacteria and fungi. So now quickly tell me which are main groups of microorganisms: virus, bacteria and fungi. Very good. So my dear students, differentiate between bacteria and fungi. Very good. Bacteria are unicellular, whereas the fungi are range from unicellular to multicellular. इसके अलावा bacteria जो है plants और animals भी हो सकते हैं. Fungi जो है they are present in a separate group. So these are the difference between bacteria and fungi. So my dear students, give some examples of fungi. Mushrooms, yeast, these are some examples of fungi. So my dear students, in the next lecture you were able to highlight the role of microorganisms in decomposition and discuss the harmful and beneficial effects. So my dear students, next lecture में हमने microorganisms का role पढ़ा था as decomposers, और हमने पढ़ा था कि ये हमारे लिए beneficial भी हैं और harmful भी हैं. So कैसे beneficial है कि ये dead animals और plants जो हैं उनको decompose करते हैं, dead organic matter जो होता है या waste जो होता है उसको भी decompose करते हैं और nutrients जो है soil के अंदर उनको बढ़ाते हैं. Which are helpful in the growth of new plants. और इनके harms क्या है कि अक्सर जो है आपके किचन में जो products रखे हुए होते हैं decomposers starts growing on it, जिसकी वजह से हमारा खाना जो है वो stale या ख़राब हो जाता है. So explain any 2 roles of microorganisms as decomposers. Very good. Okay, my dear students, now we will move forward and you were able to discuss and deduce advantages and disadvantages of microorganisms by using some daily life examples. So my dear students, हमने daily life examples पढ़ी थी और हमने microorganisms के advantages और disadvantages जो हैं वो उनके बारे में बात की थी. ये food manufacturing में use होते हैं, इसके अलावा medicine में use होते हैं, decomposers हैं, digestion में use होते हैं. अक्सर जो microorganisms हैं they are present in the gut which are helpful in digestion and they are also used in laboratory for different cultures और इसके अलावा इनसे vaccinations भी prepare की जाती हैं. So और इनके disadvantages भी हैं microorganisms के, ये हमारे food को spoil करते हैं. इसके अलावा diseases cause करते हैं animals में और plants में. So these are the disadvantages of microorganisms. Now quickly describe any 2 disadvantages of microorganisms. They spoil our food and cause diseases. Very good. So my dear students, in the next lecture, you will able to recognize some common diseases of each group caused by microorganisms. So my dear students, हमने फिर इसके बाद डिस्कस किया था microorganisms जो है वो different diseases cause करते हैं plants में भी और animals में भी. So name any two diseases caused in animals and plants by microorganisms. In plants, bacteria cause leaf spots, fungi cause rust and smut, viruses cause ring spot. Whereas in animals, fungi cause ringworm, bacteria causes foot rot in cattle, and viruses cause blue tongue in animals. So these are some disadvantages of different microorganisms in plants and animals. So my dear students, name two diseases in human caused by bacteria and virus. So bacteria और virus human beings में काफ़ी सारी diseases cause करते हैं. So if we will have a look at bacteria causes diarrhea and cholera, pain in muscles, इसके अलावा vomiting, attack on lungs. So these are different diseases caused by bacteria in human beings. और virus जो हैं they cause fever, high fever, tiredness और इसके अलावा रेड फ्लैट स्पॉट्स मीजल्स कॉज होते हैं, पोलियो कॉज करते हैं, हेपेटाइटिस कॉज करते हैं. सो दीज आर डिफरेंट diseases caused by bacteria and virus in human beings. So next lecture you will able to recognize that microorganisms get transmitted to humans and spread infectious diseases. So my dear students, हमने next lecture में पढ़ा था कि कैसे जो है different modes of transmission है bacterias, viruses के जो कि हमारी body में enter होते हैं और हमें बीमार कर देते हैं. So quickly tell me, explain any two modes through which pathogens are transmitted to humans. Dirty hands, unwashed hands when you eat from them, that's how they enter through your into your body, and then through cuts and wounds that are present on your skin, and then through animal bites and contaminated food and water consume करने से भी आप के बॉडी में germs enter होते हैं. इसके अलावा when you breathe in polluted air, you get sick and microorganisms enter into your body. So my dear students, also suggest the preventive measures to protect ourselves from these infections. So my dear students, हमने modes of transmission पढ़े. अब आप मुझे ये बताएं कि हम कैसे अपने आप को protect कर सकते हैं. Always wear a mask when you go outside to keep yourself away from pollutants. Wash your hands more frequently. Do not drink or eat contaminated food. So this is how you can prevent yourself from different germs. So my dear students, this is it. Now is the time for practice. For practice, you can download this worksheet from the description box below this video, or you can get it in print form by your teacher. So first of all, you will write down your name and your class and date, and then microorganisms and fungi. Choose the correct answer. So here are the options given. So you have to select the correct options. Microorganisms are living things and non-living things. Very tiny living things, giant living things. Microorganisms can only be seen with microphone, telephone, microscope, stethoscope. So which of the following food is made by using yeast, cheese, chocolate, yogurt, bread? So select the correct option. Next is choose true or false. Yeast helps to turn milk into cheese. Bacteria helps to digest food in the gut and intestine. Penicillium fungus is used to make medicine called penicillin. Bread mold is an example of bacteria. So choose the option true or false that is given in front of it. Use the information below to fill in the spaces to mention about the role of microorganisms in an ecosystem. So my dear students, here are the different options given. So आपको ये options जो हैं ये इनके आगे fill करनी है. यहाँ पर useful effects और यहाँ पर harmful effects. So this is how you will complete your worksheet. After that you will submit it to your teacher. The last part of the worksheet is basic shapes of bacterial cell. So ये कौन से bacterias हैं जिनकी shapes नीचे दी हुई हैं आपको बताना है. Names बताने हैं कि कौन सी shapes हैं. Shapes के name बताने हैं. I am not asking about the names of the bacteria. Okay, only the shapes. So complete the worksheet after pausing the video and then submit it to your teacher. I hope you have finished the worksheet. Now we will move forward towards your homework. For homework, what you will do is you will read chapter number 2 complete, so that if there is any lacking behind or you have missed something, you will cover that. So my dear students, now all the students are able to Define and describe microorganisms, identify the main groups of microorganisms, highlight the role of microorganisms in decomposition, discuss and deduce advantages and disadvantages of microorganisms, recognize some common diseases of each group caused by microorganisms, recognize that microorganisms get transmitted to humans and spread infectious diseases. Suggest, and they are also able to suggest preventive measures to protect ourselves from these infections. So my dear students, I hope you have enjoyed this chapter and you have learned different things. Keep everybody around you safe. Have a good day. Thank you so much and Allah Hafiz.